Your page is live, but it's completely invisible on Google. You've poured hours into writing amazing content. You've published it. Maybe you've even built a few backlinks, but when you search for it, crickets. It's not indexed. If this sounds familiar, trust me, you are not alone. It's one of the most frustrating problems in SEO today. Today, we are diving deep into the secrets of the coverage report inside Google Search Console. And more importantly, we're going to reveal the real reasons why Google's powerful AI might be totally ignoring your content in 2025. By the end of this video, you won't just understand why your pages aren't showing up in search results. You'll also learn exactly how to fix it using modern SEO strategies like AI-driven search optimization, a deep understanding of user intent, and crucial user experience improvements. So, if you're ready to get your pages seen by Google, let's dive in. So first, let's get comfortable with the coverage report in Google Search Console. Think of it as Google's personal status update for every single page on your website. It's the official record that tells you which of your URLs are indexed and searchable, and which ones Google has found but decided, for whatever reason, not to include in its search results. Understanding these messages is the first step to solving the problem. Let's break down the most common ones you'll see. First up is discovered currently not indexed. This message means that Google knows your page exists. It has found the URL. It's on Google's radar, but it just hasn't gotten around to crawling it yet. This isn't necessarily a disaster, but it's a sign. It usually happens when your website has a massive number of URLs and Google's crawler, Googlebot, has to prioritize what it spends its time on. Or, it could mean that your new content doesn't seem important enough for Google's AI to put it at the front of the queue. Your page is waiting in line, and you need to convince Google it's worth a look. Next, we have crawled, currently not indexed. Now, this one hurts a little more. This message means Google did visit your page. It sent its crawler. It read your content, and after all that, it decided, nah, this isn't worth putting in our index right now. This is a direct signal from Google that it perceives your page as having low quality, thin content, or simply not providing any unique value compared to what's already out there. It's a clear sign you need to improve the substance of your page. And finally, there's duplicate without user-selected canonical. This is a classic issue. It happens when Google finds multiple pages on your site or even across the web that it thinks are too similar to each other. When it sees this duplication, it has to choose one canonical or primary version to index, and it ignores the others. If Google is choosing a different page over the one you want indexed, it's often due to duplicate content issues or a poor canonical tag setup on your site. In this new era of AI-driven search, Google's algorithm doesn't just blindly crawl and index everything it finds. It evaluates. It uses sophisticated AI to decide what is truly useful, what is original, what is trustworthy, and what provides a great user experience. So, if your pages don't pass that critical AI test, they stay invisible in the search results. It's that simple. Alright, now that we know what those cryptic messages in Search Console actually mean, let's talk about the real causes behind them. It's easy to blame Google and say the algorithm is broken, but honestly, 90% of the time, the root of the problem is something on your own website that is preventing your pages from being indexed. Let's go through the top 5 culprits, one by one. First, and this is a huge one now, thin or AI-spun content. If your page only scratches the surface of a topic, if it's just a few hundred words of generic information, or if it feels like it was written by a robot without any real insight or context, Google's AI can detect that instantly. In 2025, Google is prioritizing human-like, expert-driven content that truly satisfies a user's search intent. It doesn't want machine-written fluff that just rehashes what's already been said. Your content needs to have depth and substance. The second reason is a lack of semantic depth. Google's understanding of content has evolved far beyond just matching keywords. I now builds a complex map of topics, entities, and the context that connects them. It understands relationships between ideas. So, if your content just lists facts without explaining why they matter, or if it fails to connect to related subtopics, Google's AI might flag it as low value. It's not enough to answer a question. You have to provide a comprehensive, well-rounded resource. Third on our list is user experience, or UX issues. This is a big one. If your page is slow to load, if the layout is broken on mobile devices, or if there are pop and broken elements everywhere, you're basically screaming at Google, this site doesn't care about its users. A poor user experience can be a deal breaker and stop indexing in its tracks, even if your content is genuinely fantastic. Google doesn't want to send its users to a frustrating page. Number 4 is low ERT, that stands for experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. Google now uses its AI to evaluate who is behind the content. Is this person a real expert? Does this website have a credible identity? Are there links from other trusted sources pointing to it? If your site has no author credibility, no real-world identity, and no signs of authority in your niche, your content won't just struggle to rank, it might not even get indexed in the first place. And number 5, no clear internal linking. This is a fundamental of SEO that people often forget. Google discovers new pages primarily by following links from pages it already knows about. If your new blog posts or pages are just sitting there as orphans, with no links pointing to them from other parts of your site, or if they reburied so deep in your site's structure that it takes 10 clicks to find them, Googlebot might struggle to crawl them effectively, or just give up entirely. So, if your pages are invisible, don't panic. And definitely don't just keep smashing that request indexing button. It's not about luck. It's about having the right structure, the right quality, and the right relevance to prove your value to Google's AI. Now for the good part, let's talk about how to fix it the right way. I'm not talking about hacks or spammy tricks that might get you penalized. We're talking about real, sustainable SEO improvements that will make Google's AI love your pages and want to show them to users. First, write intent-driven content. Before you type a single word, stop and ask yourself, what problem is the user really trying to solve with this search query? Are they looking for a quick answer, a detailed guide, a product review, or a step-by-step tutorial? When your content aligns perfectly with that underlying user intent, indexing becomes almost automatic because you're giving Google exactly what it wants to give its users. Second, use structured data. This is like adding labels to your content so Google's AI can understand it better. By adding schema markup like article schema, FAQ schema, or how to schema it to your page's code, you're explicitly telling Google what your page is about. It clarifies the context and helps the AI categorize your information correctly, which can significantly speed up indexing and even help you get rich snippets in the search results. Third, you need to optimize your crawl budget. Google only has a finite amount of resources to crawl the entire internet, so you want to make its job as easy as possible. You can do this by removing low-value pages that you don't need, fixing broken links and redirect chains, and making sure your sitemap is clean and up-to-date. The fewer unnecessary URLs Google has to wade through, the faster it will find and crawl your important, high-value pages. Fourth on the fixed list is to improve your internal linking. This is so powerful. Go back to your older high-authority posts, the ones that already get traffic, and find relevant places to link to your new pages. Use descriptive anchor text that tells both users and Google what the linked page is about. This creates topic clusters, passes authority to your new content, and creates a clear pathway for Googlebot to follow, ensuring your new pages get crawled quickly. And finally, number 5, you must strengthen author credibility. Google AI is actively looking for authorship signals because it wants to know there's a real expert behind the words. So, add a detailed author bio to your articles. Link to your LinkedIn profile or other professional social media. Showcase your credentials and experience. The more you can do to prove that your content is written by a real, trustworthy expert, the more Google will value it. These 5 steps aren't just about getting a single page indexed. They are about building a long-term, trusting relationship with Google's AI. They're about becoming the kind of high-quality, authoritative resource that Google actively wants to serve to its users. So, let's do a quick recap. If your page isn't indexed, don't just blindly hit the request indexing button 100 times. Instead, take a strategic approach. First, understand what the coverage report is telling you. Second, fix your thin content and any user experience issues. Third, make sure every piece of content you create is aligned with user intent. Fourth, strengthen your internal linking to guide Googlebot. And fifth, show Google you have real expertise and can be trusted. Do that consistently, and I promise you, you'll not only solve your indexing issues, but you'll see your overall visibility and traffic skyrocket. If this video helped you finally understand Google's coverage report and how to get your pages indexed, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. I'm dropping more practical, no-fluff SEO breakdowns just like this every single week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.